April 7th, 1999. Someone asked me recently how I visualized God. I've never been able to answer that, although I have been aware of God since I was a child. At a very early age, he was someone who watched and could see everything. He was a God who punished. In my teens, I wanted to believe in a loving and benevolent God, and I simply could not believe that he was as revengeful toward women as I had been taught. And then this morning, as I was lying in bed in a half-awake, half-asleep stage and in a peaceful state, I started thinking about God, and I received these thoughts. God is spirit without form, but very real. God is like the wind. God is like light. God is like heat and cold. We are aware of these things and we experience them. We feel their presence, but we don't see them. Actually, God was the original source of our entire environment and has inspired people to find, use, and expand the natural resources that have been here from the beginning, just as his spirit is within us as our very life. In the beginning of biblical history, God chose to reveal himself, and he stated that man was created in his image and that he breathed life into us. Then people started creating God in their own image. When things had become such a terrible mess, Jesus was sent to show us what God was like in the human form. It was as if God decided his own image had become so distorted that he needed to correct it. And that was the reason that Jesus came to us in human form, to show us how God could be understood and expressed in our individual lives. Jesus attributed his life and works to God and expressed his love, compassion, and guidance. I thank God for showing me these truths. I've never before been able to state these feelings as they were always nebulous, and I've never had the understanding of Jesus that I had desired and prayed for. I think maybe I made a big spiritual leap today. I will continue to pray for guidance in my everyday life as I care for Quentin, manage our money, and our relationships with family and friends. I'm also praying for all God's children who are suffering from war, poverty, and bad relationships. I feel lighter somehow after writing this down. I'll be interested in your reaction. I don't know if this is something that can be shared or if each person's understanding of God and relationship with him is totally individualized.